Oh, we don't have Frank?
Yeah.
No, he's here.
And we're ready.
I gotta get Frank. Must be having a good time in this office. Oh, Fozzie, what's going on, man?
Different watching the paper at home.
Fozzie, we ready to go? I'd like to welcome everybody to our July 16th, 2025 Bruce Township Board of Trustees meeting. Can we get a roll call, please?
Supervisor Philbrook,
Here.
Clerk Kraft,
Here.
Treasurer DeGiorgio.
Here.
Trustee Sakowitz. Here. Trustee Vincent.
Here.
Fire chief is excused, so we get a roll. Stand for the pledge of allegiance.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Has everybody had an opportunity to take a look at the consent agenda? Any deletions, additions, or changes they'd like to make? Well, I make one recommendation, and we have public, our communications prior to our closed session, so that it's videoed for the rest of the community to see. I know video will be off after closed session.
Support.
By Giorgio. Well, we got to do the, any other changes, deletions, additions, questions? Not, Frank, motion to approve.
Motion to approve the agenda as presented with the comments or communications before the closed door session.
I'll second that, and all in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. We'll move on. Now we have comments from the floor. Item 4, it's an opportunity for anybody from the community who would like to come up to the podium. I'd like to please state your name and your address, and if you could keep your comments to a maximum of 3 minutes. Anybody? Nothing today, Trish? No? Okay. Move on to hearings and reviews. Item 5, item A, 33 M53 LLC IFT parcel number 14-01-36-205-009, which is 70528 Cordy Road. Susan, you want to take that?
Make a motion. We're going to close session. I mean to open the public hearing.
Second.
Public hearing, yeah.
Yeah, I guess we have to go back to the public hearing on that again. So is there anybody here representing the 70528 Cordy at all?
So this is just housekeeping after last month.
Well, yeah, we still need it. If
Right,
anybody-
right. So that's why I'm explaining why I talked to him. He's not going to be here because he understands.
So we don't have no applicant, nobody here from the county?
Right. You have everything in your book, so, yeah.
So at this time, motion to, Susan, want to make a motion to open a public hearing?
Support.
All right, motion to open public hearing at 6:03, supported by Susan Kraft. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So at this time, is there anybody from the community who wanted to speak on regarding the IFT for 70528 Cordy Drive? Now, motion to close the public hearing at 6:03.
Support.
Support by Kraft. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any other discussion from the board members? Susan, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, I'll make a motion by resolution to approve the IFT for 33M53 LLC as presented.
Second. Can you get a roll call, please?
DeGiorgio,
Yes.
Kraft,
Yes.
Philbrook,
Yes.
Yes.
Vincent, Suckley. Yes.
We have no presentations, so we'll go to unfinished business. We've got no unfinished business, new business. Item 8A would be high-tech hardware life cycle. Report, Susan.
Yeah, quarterly, Chief and I meet with High Tech, and this is the report, so just a FYI. This is what he gave us and kind of summarizes our current status. If you have questions, he's always available. That's really.
So this is on laptops that we're currently replaced some of them already, or not the laptops, but our computers have been upgraded.
Well, there is that list on there too, yeah.
So where do we stand, you know?
Well,
in
we
a
have to,
nutshell?
by October, move to Windows 11. Some of these won't take Windows 11, so this isn't a very good copy for that because it's hard to tell, but I have the colored copy if you want to look at which ones. I think that a couple in the treasurer's office and I think your laptop maybe.
My laptop?
It was highlighted for something, I can't remember. I think it was Windows 11.
Are all of these computers active right now?
Yes. There were a couple that Chief wasn't sure about in the fire department, like the old secretaries.
I say Eileen's is still on there.
Yeah.
So are we looking at another proposal coming in the near future to upgrade any more of them, or?
Well, that's something you have to decide. I don't know if you don't have to buy them from them. I already went ahead and did it because I have an election next year. I wanted to be prepared, so,
For clerks, or for elections?
yeah.
All right. But we're coming along, it looks like we figured it out before.
Yeah, and they came in and replaced some memory, so added some memory, I mean.
At this point in time, we have no action on that item then?
No.
Okay, thanks for the update. Move on to item 8C, we had a Conklin special land use at 6006 White Birch Lane. David Vincent, you want
Sure. We looked at this at the Planning Commission meeting last Wednesday night. We actually discussed it for an extended period of time, probably 45 minutes or so, just looking at the plans that he has and the property that the proposed building is going to go on. In the end, the Planning Commission was pleased with the building, with the addition to the property. We did approve it on a 6-1 vote. At that time, we were under the impression that he was going to have to go to the zoning board because of where on the property this building was going to be located. But when he came in to make that application, Lisa realized the setbacks there were different, so this no longer has to go to the zoning board for approval at this point. Basically, he's looking to build an accessory building, kind of a separate garage with a basement underneath it and a patio on the end. Just because of the topography that he has there, the basement square footage would normally not be covered, but because of the way the land is, the basement is exposed and it would be covered. But there were several other mitigating factors that the board was pleased, or the commission was pleased to approve.
Technically, I think you guys came out to, was it bottom line, after you guys talked about the basement, it was about a 330-foot variance, or 330-foot additional square footage, if I'm not.
I think it was somewhere in there, I can't remember the exact number, because when we counted just the upper square footage, which is garage, and then off the basement, there's going to be a covered patio. So those two together came up to just a little over, was like 300 square feet over what would normally be allowed. 3 something.
I'm not, yeah, Mr. Conklin's here. Did you have anything you wanted to comment on it? Say, Mr. Conklin regarding special land use? And if maybe if anybody's got any questions for you, you got to come up to the podium, if you could, please. Just take your name and address for the
Yep.
record.
Mike Conklin, 6006 White Birch Lane. No, I think David spelled it out pretty good. I mean, we're, with our land in a nature buffer, we're kind of stuck putting everything into one corner. Due to the basement being 50% above grade, the only way to do it is to build kind of a big retaining wall in the front, which we have a significant amount of kids in our development. So we're worried about safety concerns if we were to basically push that dirt up to get under that 50% square footage, so. Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, I think you even purchased the vacant lot that was next
Yep.
door to you.
So
and
we-
combined both parcels.
Yep.
To make it one parcel.
Yep, we did buy lot 12, so there will be no house on there. We are putting this accessory building on there hopefully, but we did do the updated master deeds. We did the combination of the lots, so that's all done through the county. It is a new lot 15, so.
Does anybody have any questions for the applicant at all?
No, it sounds like you put a lot of effort into it, so.
I guess that would be it. Dave, you want to make a motion?
I do have a motion prepared. It'll be very much like the motion that we had at the Planning Commission. So I am making a motion to approve the special land use for an accessory building in the side yard of 6006 White Birch Lane, parcel ID 10128151001. The motion to approve is due to the topography of the land, the fact that the building will not be visible from the road and is at the end of a cul-de-sac. It's on what was previously a separate lot, but has been combined, as the applicant has stated, is based on the building matching the principal structure. Overall, the overall square footage is due to the building having a basement that is being counted in the square footage. The actual footprint of the building is 1,561 square feet, and that there's an open patio that represents 491 square feet of that building size. In addition, he has signed statements from the neighbors that they are in support of this building.
Support.
Motion by Vincent, support by DeGiorgio. Any other discussion from the board? If not, Roxanne, would you please give us a roll call?
Sockowitz? Yes. Vincent?
Yes.
Philbrook?
Yes.
Kraft?
Yes.
DeGiorgio?
Yes.
Motion carries. Mr. Conklin, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the help.
You're welcome. We'll move on to item 8C, which is our ZBA appointments. So we ended up having a little bit of an issue. Don Hook had some health issues, and he is currently on our ZBA board as a member, and we have Rick Baird as the alternate. Don Hook would like to stay on, but as the alternate, so him and Rick would like to switch positions and bring Rick Baird on as full-time, and Don Hook as an alternate. So motion to approve Don Hook to move to Rick Baird's alternate position expires 10 of 25, and to move Rick Baird to Don Hook's position on the ZBA, which expires 10 of 26.
Is that a 3-year appointment, or that, it would be up in 26 and then you'd reappoint?
Yeah, I can't remember. I think it is in 3 years.
Roxanne has
It
the
is.
numbers.
3 years.
It's 3 years. But just to fill the unexpired terms right now.
Support.
Support by DeGiorgio. Any other discussion? Roll call, please, Roxanne.
DeGiorgio?
Yes.
Vincent?
Yes.
Sockowitz? Yes. Kraft?
Yes.
Philbrook?
Yes, my motion carries. While you were gone, we decided at consent agenda that we move communication before closed session so that anybody had any comments for the community, they could be recorded. So who wants to start? David, you want to start?
Sure. The master plan survey is open. We talked about it a little bit at our meeting, so if you haven't taken the time to fill out that survey, please do. We welcome your input. There's paper copies here at the office, and you can access it online as well.
There are also copies back at the side table. Anybody's interested?
It's open till the end of the month, so you have about 2 weeks.
How
What
we
kind of
doing?
response, yeah, what kind of response have you been?
Joe said there was kind of a flurry right off, when the notices came out, and then it's kind of died off. So hopefully people won't forget. I'm sure they saw the card in their tax envelope and did some then.
Thanks, David. Susan?
There's an election on August 5th that only involves in Bruce Armada schools. Precinct 4 will be open for that. Just a little update on the website. We got so many questions about the survey and the different websites and making the transition that we're holding off until August. So the survey will be done. They're still working on it also, so I don't know how quickly they'll even have it done. We're shooting for August. It's been kind of a slow process, but it's looking good. That's all.
Dorothy, you got anything?
No, nothing.
Right?
Yeah, we'll be having a blood drive here in this room on August 7th. That's a Thursday. We've been getting a pretty good turnout every time we do it. There's a desperate need for blood out there, especially with all the devastation going on with all these floods. Also, in your tax bill, you received an envelope. With the 24 summer taxes, we went to a lockbox. Our financial institution, Chase Bank, offers a lockbox where you can mail the payment to the envelope that's provided for you. It goes to Detroit, where their headquarters is at, and it gets deposited in our bank account, and then it gets they send us a report, and then we process it here in our system. So it's a way of trying to be more efficient and eliminate all the incoming mail. And that's it.
Right. Can I
Yeah.
ask a question about that? So because the Postal Service has so much problems getting mail delivered, how would someone know that that actually made it there?
They would check online on their tax and see if it's been paid or not.
And if it didn't get there, then what happened? I mean,
Then they would have to come in and pay it, or
okay.
they'd have to come in and pay it, but,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, within a week, it should be processed and,
Point being allowed like a week or
Yeah.
2 days or something?
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I've got no communications for this evening. So, believe it or not, for everybody's here, that we're going to be going into a closed session, which at this time, it's going to be only open to the board. So it's going to be like a record meeting. It's like 6:17. Believe that? So I'll make a motion for us to go into closed session for strategy and negotiation sessions connected with the negotiation of collective bargaining agreement pursuant to sections 8(1)C of the Open Meetings Act.
Support.
Time-wise is 5:17, or 6:17. Support by Kraft. Roll call. I don't know if we can do it.
Vincent?
Yes?
DeGiorgio?
Yes.
Philbrook?
Yes.
Kraft?
Yes.
Suckley? Yes.
I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight and appreciate it, and have a safe month. We'll see you next month.